What's going on, everybody? So it is day 7, and today we are on arrays. And after this, we're going to be going through um, maybe some JavaScript 30 or some 10 days of JavaScript. But either way, we are on arrays right now on Mozilla Developer Network. So welcome, and let's begin. So arrays, and the final article of this module will look at arrays, a neat way of storing a list of data items under a single variable name. Here we look at why this is useful, then explore how to create an array, retrieve, add, and remove items stored in an array, and more besides. So some prerequisites are basic computer literacy, basic understanding of HTML and CSS, and understanding of what JavaScript is. The objective is to understand what arrays are and how to manipulate them in JavaScript. So what is an array? Arrays are generally described as list-like objects. They are basically single objects that contain multiple values stored in a list. Array objects can be stored in variables and dealt with in much the same way as any other type of value. The difference being that we can access each value inside the list individually. And do super useful and efficient things with the list, like loop through it and do the same thing to every value. Maybe we've got a series of product items and their prices stored in an array, and we want to loop through them all and print them out on an invoice while totaling all the prices together and printing out a total price at the bottom. If we didn't have arrays, we'd have to store every item in a separate variable, then call the code that does the printing and adding separately for each item. This would be much longer to write out, less efficient, and more error prone. So if we had 10 items to add to the invoice, it would already be annoying. But what about 100 items or 1,000? We'll return to this example later on in the article. As in previous articles, let's learn about the real basics of arrays by entering some examples into a JavaScript console. We've provided one below. You can also open this console in a separate window or a separate tab or window, or use the browser's developer console. Oh, that's cool. Alright. So I'm going to open up my developer console and creating an array. Arrays are constructed of square brackets which contain a list of items separated by commas. Number one, let's say we wanted to store a shopping list in an array. We do something like the following. Enter the following lines into your console. So we have var shopping, and then we're assigning an array string of bread, single quotes, bread, we have milk, we have cheese, okay. We have hummus, oh no, cheese, hummus, noodles. Alright, let's close it off with a semicolon. So, do you remember which one is initializing and which one is declaring?
Mm-hmm.
Which one's initializing and which one's declaring?
So when you're initializing, you're basically saying, um, var shopping, and then when you're
Are you sure? That's not declaring? I think this one is. I think var shopping is actually declaring,
declaring,
and I think this array right here is that's initializing it.
initializing.
Do you agree or no? What do you think?
What
We'll look
was
back
our
and see.
method again? It was
It's okay.
I thought that, okay, probably, maybe you're right. It was, see, that's what they always say, that they're used interchangeably, and I always say that that's totally, yeah, I can cause
All right,
a
I just got that
mistake.
error on accident because I didn't write that right. So I just corrected my error, and there we go. So we have that it returns undefined. So now if we return shopping,
Should give us the contents of the array.
yes.
Mm.
All right, cool. In this case, each item in the array is a string, but bear in mind that you can store any item in an array. String, number, object, another variable, even another array. You can also mix and match item types. Excuse me. But they don't have to be numbers, strings, etc. So try these. So we have var sequence. So we're going to declare var sequence. Actually, I don't really know. So I'm gonna just read it as it is, and then we'll go over that later. Which one is declaring and which one is initializing? So var sequence equals, and then we're gonna array 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Close that off, and semicolon. Alright. And var random. We have a string of tree. Seven, 9, 5. And another array. Zero, 1, and 2. Close that off and return. Oh wait, no, let's just close it off. Alright. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so yeah. Oh wait, I didn't even do that. Alright, cool, because there's 2 arrays in there. Alright, perfect. Alright, number 3, try creating a couple of arrays of your own before you move on. Alright, let's create an array. Call it 12, make that array. You know, I want to return sequence. See what it will return now. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 12. Cool. Alright. Accessing and modifying array items. You can then access individual items in the array using bracket notation in the same way that you access the letters in a string. Enter the following into your console. Shopping 0. And the 0 is in the index, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it returns bread. Number 2, you can also modify an item in an array by simply giving a single array item a new value. So try this. Shopping, index 0, equals tahini. So now let's see what happens when we. Oh, okay. Let's enter shopping. It will now return tahini, milk, cheese, hummus, noodles. Note, we've said it before, but just as a reminder, computers start counting from 0. Note that an array inside an array is called a multidimensional array.
Mm-hmm.
You can access an item inside an array that is itself inside another array by chaining 2 sets of square brackets together. For example, to access one of the items inside the array that is the third item inside the random array. See previous section. We could do something like this. So we have random 2 in brackets and another 2. We'll close that off with a semicolon. It returns 2. Okay. Number 4. Try making some modifications to your array examples before moving on. Have a play and see what works and what doesn't. Finding the length of an array. You can find out the length of an array, how many items are in it, in exactly the same way as you find out the length and characters of a string by using the length property. Try the following. Sequence dot length. Oh. Dot length. It returns 7. This has other uses, but is most commonly used to tell a loop to keep going until it has looped through all the items in an array. For example, bar sequence and we'll assign an array with 1, 2, or 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have 4. For I sign 0. I less than sequence.length.
Hmm.
Then if we cancel console log this. Okay. Did you learn about Did you learn about the for in the last article?
No, we did not.
Okay. I was just curious.
But it's
So,
interesting.
Mm-hmm. That is. You learn about loops properly in so there we go. That's my answer. You learn about loops properly in a future article, but briefly, this code is saying first start looping an item number 0 in an array. Start looping at item number 0 in the array. Number 2, stop looping at the item number equal to the length of the array. Okay. This will work for an array of any length, but in this case, it will stop looping at an item number 7. This is good as the last item, which we want the loop to cover, is 6. And number 3, for each item, print it out to the browser's console with console log. Okay. Some useful array methods. In this section, we'll look at some rather useful array-related methods that allow us to split strings into arrays, or into array items, and vice versa, and add new items into arrays. So, converting between strings and arrays. Often you'll be presented with some raw data contained in a big long string, and you might want to separate the useful items out into a more useful form and then do things to find them. Like display them in a data table. I'll read that again. Often you'll be presented with some raw data contained in a big long string, and you might want to separate the useful items out into a more useful form and then do things to them like display them in a data table. To do this, we can use the split method in its simplest form. This takes a single parameter, the character you want to separate the string at, and returns the substring between the separator as items in an array. So one sec, I'm just gonna copy those. I think I might be able to use this. Abby?
Yeah.
Note, this is technically a string method, not an array method, but we've put it in with arrays as it goes well here. Okay. Number 1, let's play with this. To see how it works, first create a string in your console. Manchester, sir. Manchester. London, Liverpool. Birmingham. Leeds. Carlisle. Now let's split it at each comma. Or my array equals my data dot split end it with a semicolon. Then let's return my array.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you see here, we have array. We have an array here with all of our stuff in it, all of our all of our items in our string. Alright. Now number 3. Finally try finding the length of your new array and retrieving some items from it. My array.length. Return. So it's 6 and my array index 0. And it will return the first item in the array, which is Manchester. Oh, dude, you see that? That's so cool. So basically, the split just separated everything by the comma. How cool is that? That is so cool. Okay, so let's see, my array index 1. We have my array. My with an index. And it says within the square brackets. It says my array dot length. -1. Close that off. Okay. And that returns the last item in the array. Now that's quite interesting right there. I'm wondering why my rank dot length, or my array, and then inside of there it says my rank dot length -1. Why it returned the last item in the array? Do you know why, Abby? Abby? Abby?
Yeah.
Are you there?
I'm still here.
You're not allowed to fall asleep on me.
Okay.
We have work to do at 10 o'clock, so you're not allowed.
No. Sorry. I'm like trying to use my
You're not allowed. Do you hear me?
I'm trying to use my tablet because I can't. It's recording the whole thing, so like I don't want to deviate.
Really? Oh, so you're following along on your tablet?
Yeah. Well, more like I'm doing it through I'm doing the Mozilla thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to fall asleep.
I know. Take it.
All right. But yo, I'm having trouble with number 4 right here. I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out why my array, and then with inside the brackets, why it says my array dot
Length
length minus
minus
1,
1.
why it returns the last item in a string.
Because that's what you're doing. The length, the so what's in your array? Okay.
So what we did is we split it, right?
Okay, right.
And we split it into like 6 different items.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have like
Right.
6 indexes. So we
Mm-hmm.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Uh-huh.
Now Carlisle would be like number 5, but right here down there called the last one, they're doing they're using this right here.
Yeah, my array dot length, the whole length will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 1 equals 4. So that would be 0.
Oh, so it's like a math equation.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
so 1, 0,
Whoa, I
1,
didn't know you
2,
could do
3,
that.
4.
Sounds
So
interesting.
yeah. So leads would be the last.
So
I'm
hold
trying
on,
to
I want
think.
to try that. I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna try it with what if I put -2, -2? Lead. Which one is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. So that'll be I'm sorry, Carlisle will be.
Oh, dude, you know what it does? Yeah,
Yeah.
you were close. You're not right, but you were close. So it's not subtracting it. What it's doing is it's giving. See where it says -1? Instead of giving us like the first one, it's giving us the last one. So the minus starts counting from the end.
Oh.
That's cool, right?
Yo. Okay.
Neat. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's carry on.
Okay.
Okay. You can also go the opposite way using the join method. Try the following. So we have var my new string equals my.
Oh, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus 5. Oh, I know.
Dot join. Okay, and then let's return my new string. Okay, so basically what it did is it joined, after we split it, it just joined it back together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. So you can do that with pretty much any array.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the reason, oh, you know what? I messed up, right? So see, I put it where see, you know what? Why the period? You see that right there? This right here? See how that comma's right there?
Yeah.
So do you know why that's there?
Oops, sorry.
Okay. So
They're looping, right?
So basically, what's happening here with this comma is so the my newest string is the variable that is our new variable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're what's it called? What is this? Assigning my array dot join to it, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so then right here you see that comma. The reason that comma is there is because the comma is supposed to be separating these. You see in my code right here? See what I accidentally put a period because I thought that was a period. So now they're all separated by periods, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what that does is that right there, it if I put a comma there, it would have separated them all by commas.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that Manchester period,
So
London period.
Yeah, so they're looping. They're looping through. Basically, that's what it's doing. It's looping through.
Well, basically what it's doing is it joined them and then it separated them with a. If I would have put a comma, it would have separated them with a comma.
Yeah.
So that's why that comma is there. That's what the join. That's what the join's for. So I think if anything I would have put right there, it would have separated them with. So it's oh man, I think I might have to split it again. So here, I'm going to go ahead and split, what you call it? What am I splitting? What did I make? My new string? I'm going to split my new string. So, let's see, var my new string equals, well, you know what? I think we're still in the equation, so let's just move on to the last one. Another way of converting an array to a string is to use the toString method. ToString is arguably simpler than join, as it doesn't take a parameter, but more limiting. With join, you can specify the different separators. Try running step 4 with a different character than a comma. Oh, well, that's basically what we were just talking about. Right? How the separator is a comma, or in my case, a period. So I messed up. But, so we're going to just do that right now. So let's go ahead and finish this. So line 1 says var dog names equals, we have a bracket, opening square bracket. Inside of it we have brackets. Flash. And slugger. Okay. Oh, I did not need to put that comma at the end of that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just reinitialize it. There we go. So let me return dog names right quick. Okay, cool. Alright, so dog names dot string. Oh, dot toString. Alright, and then so it doesn't take a parameter.
Okay.
There we go. It returns everything separated by a comma.
Okay.
Now I want to do my join again. I want to split that. I'm gonna split that right now. I'm gonna split dog names. Dog names. Before we move on, I'm just gonna split that right quick. Dog names. Dot split. How do we split properly? Let's find out. Split with a comma. Oh, do I want to split or do I want to join? I think I want to split it. I'm gonna split it. Yeah, I'm gonna split it. Split with a comma. But first, so we have dog names or var. So let's see. I'm gonna create a new variable, var test. I'm gonna assign it dog names dot split. Dog names dot split. And the parameter is gonna separate. The separator is gonna be a comma. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Looks perfect to me. Enter. Oh, what did I do wrong? Dog name split is not a function. 'Cause, 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 So should I be putting? Should I be, let's see. I wonder. So we have my array equals data dot split. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong here. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to return test. I wonder what I'm not doing right here. I've still not broken that radio either.
So, okay.
Saying dog names dot split is not a function. Like a period. No, still not a function. Okay, let's try this. Start from the beginning. Alright, I'll try that later. So if I start from the beginning, it'll be fun. Adding and removing array items. We've not yet covered adding and removing array items. Let us look at this now. We'll use the myArray array we ended up with in the last section. If you've not already followed that section, create the array first in your console. Okay, so I think I already have the array, but let me just check my array. Oh. Alright, I still have it. First of all, to add or remove an item at the end of an array, we can use push and pop respectively. Okay. Let's use push first. Note that you need to include one or more items that you want to add to the end of your array. Try this. I'll read that again. Let's use push first. Note that you need to include one or more items that you want to add to the end of your array. Let's try this. My array.push. So I guess these are functions we're working with. Like push and pop and all that stuff. Some cool functions. Push. It says Cardiff in single quotes. Alright, so that's if I return my array. As we see, it's added, it's pushed it to the end. Okay. And we have my array dot push. Bradford. As well as Brighton. Alright. Oh, I messed up, dude. Put a single quote and a double quote, and that'll give me an error. So thankfully, I think I can change that actually. Alright, cool. Yep. Alright. Let's return that. Alright. Push those to the end as well. Alright, step number 3. Removing the last item from the array is as simple as running pop on it. Try this. We have my array dot pop. No argument. That popped out Brighton from the end. So let's return my array. And as you can see, there is no more Brighton at the end. Okay. Let's then we're gonna return removed item. Oh, dude, I didn't. Oh wait, did I? Okay, so let's try this. Var removed. I gotta make the variable. So we're on step number 4 now. The item that was removed is returned when the method call completes. To save the item in a new variable, you can do this. So var removed item equals my array dot pop. Check that for errors. No errors. Let's return my array. As you see, Bradford is actually taken off of there. Let's return removed item, the variable we just created. And it returns Bradford, the item that was popped off or removed from the end. And now, we are at unshipped and shipped. So unshipped and shipped work in exactly the same way as push and pop, respectively, except that they work on the beginning of the array, not the end. Number 1, first unshipped. Try the following commands. My array dot unshift. We have Edinburgh. An argument. Off with a semicolon. It's telling us that our array length is now 8. If we return my array, you can now see that Edinburgh was shifted to the front. Alright. Now shift. For removed item equals my array dot shift.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Turn my array.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, okay. So unshift is push, and shift is pop. So that's why. Okay. Except it just works for the. It says respectively. So cool. That's why Edinburgh is now removed from the front. So basically, shift and pop are basically the same things for the front and the end, and unshift and push are the same things for the front and end. Let's see. So let's return removed item. As you can see, Edinburgh returns. Right. Active learning, printing those products.
Right.
Let's return to the example we described earlier, printing out product names and prices on an invoice, then totaling the prices and printing them at the bottom. And an editable example there are comments containing numbers. I'll read that again. In the editable example below, there are comments containing numbers. Each of these marks a place where you have to add something to the code. They are as follows. Number one, we have 2 forward slashes in number one, comment, or, okay, so it's comment. The comment number one, comment are a number of strings, each one containing a product name and price separated by colon. We'd like you to turn these into an array and store it in an array called products. They want us to put in some work right here. Let's get it.
Oh.
Alright, so we have 2 active learning examples to go through. Let's get it. Move this bar up here. Alright, so it says below the number one comment are a number of strings, each one containing a product name and price separated by colon. Turn this into an array and store it in an array called products. Where's number one? There we go. Bar.
Hmm.
So I have var products. I have an array. Alright, number 2. On the same line as the comment number 2 is the beginning of a for loop. In this line, we currently have I is less than equal to, or less than or equal to 0, which is a conditional test that causes the for loop to only run once, because it is saying to stop when I is no longer less than or equal to 0. And I starts at 0. Okay, yeah, it starts at 0. We'd like you to replace this with a conditional test that stops the loop when I is no longer less than the product's array's length. Okay? Let's see. I'll read that again. The same line, comment at the beginning of the top of the for loop. And currently have I less than which addition, as it says I starts. We'd like you to replace this with a conditional test that stops the I loop, or stops the loop when I is no longer less than the product's array length. So it stops when I is no longer less than or equal to 0. Alright, so we gotta turn 0 into product.length. 2. When I is no longer less than the product's length. No longer less. No longer less. That means greater. Okay, cool. Number 3. Just below the number 3 comment, we want to write a line of code that splits the current array item name price into 2 separate items. One containing just the name and one containing just the price. If you're not sure how to do this, consult the Useful String Methods article for some help. Or even better, look up look at the converting between string and array section of this article. Oh, there's nothing here. Cool. All right. So, what am I gonna do to split this up? What am I gonna do? Split. I want to split something. What am I gonna do to split here? Named price. Named price. Two variable separate items. One containing name. One containing price. All right. So, comment. Split the array. So first I have to make the array. I believe. Alright, so let's see. Boy. I don't know if I can declare a variable inside of this for loop though. I wonder. Well, let's check out what it told me to check out. First it said useful string, second it said splitting arrays. IB, so you went through useful string methods yesterday, right?
Say that one more time.
Is the music in the background too loud?
No, you're fine.
Okay, so you went through useful string methods yesterday, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I need your help.
Okay.
You were listening when we went through converting between strings and arrays, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the split? Remember the split method?
Yeah,
Yeah, so the split, it was pretty easy. But alright, so here's what I'll do. So first I'm gonna create a variable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. First I'm gonna create a variable called myArray. Hold on. I'll just create a variable. Let me try this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try to create a variable. I'm gonna create a variable with an array of name price. So var let's say myArray. And let's give the array to the name and the price, right? Alright, it says the current array item. I don't think it said it. Create an item.
You're creating none and you're not calling back, are you?
Here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna check the council and I'm gonna create a. I'm gonna try what I'm about to do. So I'm gonna create a variable called myArray. Right. I'm gonna give it. Okay, yeah. So an array obviously has items. Duh. I'm so me. I love me. And then press, right? Okay. Close that. Now. Whoa, what you talking about? I can't create an array. Hold on. Missing. What am I missing? Column 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I feel a little slow. I can't even create an array. Let me read this. Hopefully it's useful out of it. Often you presented with the raw data contained in a big long string, you might want to separate the useful items into more useful form and then things to them, like display them in data table. In data table, to do this, you can use the split method in its simplest form. This takes a okay. Let me keep reading. Um, like display them in a table. To do this, you can use the split method in its simplest form. This takes a single parameter, the character you want to separate the string at, and returns the substrings between the separator as items in an array. Okay, let's. This is technically a string method, not an array method, but we put it in with arrays as it goes well here. Let's play with this. Let's see how it works. First, create a string in your console. So we create a string. Now split it at each comma. Or my array equals my data split. At comma with a common argument. Turn my array. So I gotta name it different things. Alright, so var John equals var mine equals my data dot split. So what if I return my data? Okay, so nope. I want to name it something else. Alright, so I have the var mine. Instead of my data though, so I'm gonna search for my array. Mine data. I'm actually switch this to mine array. Mine array instead of my array. Mine array. I'll switch that to my data. Mine data. And we're going to be going back over this at the bottom because I have to rewrite all this out. Maybe my data is like a method or a function or something. It's like required, maybe. So mine data is not defined. So we have to define mine data. When did we define mine data? Oh, okay, so we defined it right there. And then we gave my, I'm like a superhero right now. I'm just straight up bronze. Okay, so mine, John's, I'm gonna call it John data. John data equals, I'm gonna assign it a string, right? I'm gonna assign it a string of name price. Assign a string of it. Beautiful. John data equals, and I'm assigning it to string name price. Okay? Let's return John data. John data returns a string of name and price. Alright. So now let's make John array. John array equals John data dot split, and then we're gonna give it an argument. Let's tell it the separator is the it's not semicolon, the colon. The colon is the separator. Let's make sure I'm doing that right. My data dot split. Alright. Let's see. Give it a semicolon. Turn that off. Alright. Beautiful. So let's now call John array. Or return. Let's return John array. It gives us an array. Name price. Sweetness. Alright, that's it. let's go back to the question number 3, and let's make sure I'm reading this correctly. Just below comment number 3, we want you to write a line of code that splits the current array item name price into 2 separate items, one containing just the name and one containing just the value, just the price. So it said splits it into 2 separate items. Okay, that's what we just did. If you're not sure how to do this, go check out what you just read. Let me go back down to the code. I'm so happy. Comment 3, comment 3, comment 3. Let's write this out. John Doe. Assign its string of name colon price. And then the semicolon. Oh, dude, this is so easy, and it took me a little bit to learn it, but I got it now. So John Doe assigns name price, or string name price. John array. I'm gonna assign that to John data dot split. For the argument, we're gonna give it separator will be a semicolon. Let's see what's next. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's crazy.
2-line code and we're done.
That's crazy.
Alright. Now let's redo it. John data equals the string of name price. John array. Oh wait, do I have to give it a var? Var John name? John array. Do I have to give it a var? Split. I think so. Actually, it worked over here without me even having to put var, but I'm not going to take any chances. Number 4. As part of the code above, as part of the above line of code, you'll also want to convert the price from a string to a number. If you can't remember how to do this, check out the first strings article.
Bless you.
Thank you. 4 matches the number. this vertical error, but it works just fine. Trying to represent a string as a number doesn't really make sense, but representing a number as a string does. Convert the price from a string to a number. Convert the price from a string to a number. Convert the price from a string to a number. Convert the price from a string to a number. See down here it's saying to represent a string as a number doesn't make sense, but representing a number as a string does. Let's go up here and see if we miss something. I don't really understand the question. How do you convert the price from a string to a number? How do you convert a word to a number? What number? See, Pat can help me out right quick, dude. Oh, Pat wants to be added to the group. I got you, homie. Oh wait, I'm on my laptop doesn't have voice right now, so I'm gonna have to call my phone. Let's see. Oh cool. Shout out Carlos, man. Thanks for subscribing, homie. Call Pat right quick. Alright, give me one sec. I'm about to leave the call on my phone. I'm gonna still be on my computer, but I'm gonna call him right quick. See if he wants to join. He'll help us out right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, you there?
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I was gonna go real quick.
You're gonna go?
So, no, I was gonna disappear for a minute.
Oh, man, go take like 10 minutes, bro. Yeah, go take 10 minutes. It's cool. So we're gonna take a 10-minute intermission right quick, y'all. We will be back at 10:45.
Is there no way that I could pause this?
Nah, I don't really
Okay.
know. If you had Streamlabs, you could, but it's okay.
Okay.
I just got some banging pizza.
Woohoo! Love, love, love pizza.
I wish there was a way for me to like just like put a piece, a slice through the phone to you, or through the computer to you. Like,
Now,
try
what
to.
kind of pizza is that?
I think it's Domino's or Pizza Hut. One, two. Let me check.
Now, what's in it? Does it have meat in it?
Pizza. You can't even open the box anymore. It's just pepperoni. Oh,
Ew.
Domino's.
Ew, ew, ew.
It's like a pan pizza.
No, thank you, but I appreciate it.
You don't like pepperoni?
Nah.
Really? That's different. Why? Is it because it came from a pig?
No, I don't like meat.
You don't like meat?
Nah.
You're a vegan or vegetarian?
You could say that, yeah.
So what? You only eat like fish?
No.
You don't even eat fish. Well, that's good. I don't eat seafood.
Absolutely not. If it bleeds or walk, sure. Hello?
What'd you say?
I said if it bleeds or walk or flies, forget about it.
Really?
Sure.
That sucks.
Not really.
I mean, it doesn't suck for you, but like,
No, sure.
I wouldn't.
I'm having a good time. I'm
You
having
know what?
such a good time. Don't stop me now. Having such a good time.
You know what though? I guess those vegan burgers or whatever they are pretty good.
Yeah, man, you can literally survive off like plants and whatever. Actually, I survive off French fries and Oreos. That's what I survive off.
You see those lions? You ever see that Family Guy episode? Yeah, man, we trained a lion to eat only potatoes. You ever see that Family Guy episode?
No, I haven't.
Don't look up.
Stop makeup.
Go look up on Twitter.
Well,
Look up vegan.
Twitter. Go on Twitter.
So, yeah.
I can't say Twitter. Oh! Wow. They studied React for 3 hours. That's freaking insane. I can't even sit down for one component. Fall asleep. What do you say? Family Guy lion? Man, that lion that came out of that car and like ate up that girl in the burning fire. No, that was American Dad. Man, that I was triggered. Have you seen that episode?
No, I don't watch American Dad like that.
Man, that was such a tragedy. I was like, what? You should watch that, man. You'd probably laugh, but I didn't laugh at all. I was terrified. Family Guy, lion. You say on Twitter? I guess not. Family. And what did a lion do?
Well, it was like a half-dead lion.
No, I don't want to watch that.
No, it's hilarious. They're like,
wait, I can't do this because it's still streaming. It's still streaming.
Oh yeah, don't. Yeah. I thought you were on your.
No, my stuff died. So.
What's up with this video here? It looks terrible.
My video, the video.
Oh, there we go. Let me turn that off. It's like the video's on. Like, it just looks terrible. It was like a video on Zoom.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the vegetarian lion.
Oh,
it's the second.
That's what it's called. Don't stop me now.
No, it's not Family Guy. It's Futurama. Excuse me.
Futurama. Okay. Family Guy. Futurama.
If you see my screen, it's this one right here.
Hold on. Which one?
This one right
here. Okay, I got it. I got it on deck. We should probably do some because I want to leave at around 11. I still got that site to build and it's due tomorrow. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Due tomorrow?
Yeah, dude. He didn't even give me enough time to finish that, to do some. 4 days, man. 4 days. 4 days sounds like enough, but it's not enough if you do like 30 minutes a day.
Oh, wait. For the website you have to do it, it's not that bad. It's like a single page website, right?
It's not, but like, there's a little, like, I don't know if you've ever worked with, tabs.
Tabs?
Yeah, those tabs. And they're curved tabs. And on top of that, those tabs have like, what do you call it? Gradient. Yeah, they have gradient borders too. So I have to incorporate the borders as gradient like I did with the buttons.
Yeah, you're working with a bunch of CSS.
Yeah, man. And I've been like, I mean, I'm not complaining or anything. It's a really good learning opportunity. I've been having a lot of fun with that, but it's just, yeah, I've just been in a time crunch with everything else going on. Oh, but look at that. We're streaming right now. Hey, YouTubes and what do you call it? Twitchers and tweeters and Snapchatters and who else? Questionables. What's up?
So I don't know how to do this because I don't know how to convert
How to
price.
convert to like what number are you at again? Did you say number 4?
Oh, is it saying to go from a string to a number? Yeah, it's saying I have to go from a string.
To a number.
Yeah. 'Cause right here, it's going from like a number to a string.
Right. So like I think that you have to use the my string. Yeah, the number and then you put to string.
So
You
this right here.
put you
Okay.
put to string object append to that. Cause oh wait, oh I'm sorry. What about number? Okay, so when you do 1 2 3, the var my num 1 2 3, that's a number. But if you're converting that into a string, you just append that to string object, and it's gonna put the 1 2 3 inside the quotation marks or the double bracket or a single bracket, whatever. But you're trying to do the other way around. So does that mean that the string itself is in numbers?
Here's the answer right here.
Right, but you're trying to convert the string to a number, or are you doing the other way around?
String to a number.
String to a number. So
Oh, so it's the first one.
yeah, so you probably do. No, no, no. You don't even want that. Oh, wait, you probably do. Yeah, 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 you do. Because that's true. So number. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so you do number and then my string.
So I gotta convert price. Price. And price is the second item in the variable that we created right here. And John data. So let me do this. If I return John data, will it return? Oh, it does. Cool. All right. So then John. So my John array. Let's return John array. All right. So then John array index 1.
Mm-hmm.
Price. Alright, so John array price, John array that. John array index 1 equals.
You probably do want to do John array 1 parenthesis. No, no, number. Number. Then you do parenthesis John. Oh. So what did you assign John array 1 to?
John array 1 is price. And up
Okay, so
here,
you probably want to do like number parenthesis price.
okay.
I mean, have you assigned what is it? John array 1 to a variable already?
So John array 1.
Yeah, is it John? I forgot. Was it
John array index 1.
index 1? Yeah. Did you assign it to a variable? Because that's gonna store into a variable, which will make it easier for you to. Or are you just taking John array index 1 as an example?
I have not stored into a variable.
Is the variable that you're looking for, is it price?
Yes.
Okay.
The index.
So are you trying to convert all of the prices or just John array index 1?
Yeah, just the index 1 is the price item of the array.
Oh, okay. I mean, then you probably want to do the John array index 1 and assign it to a variable. And then take that variable and put in a parenthesis inside the number object.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I would do.
It makes sense to me.
Or, so for this one, they're assigning a new number. They're assigning they're creating a new variable, mynum, and making that equal to number. So if you want, you can create another variable. Or you can call, yes, you can call that, yes.
But that's a string.
Right,
Okay, so that's a
so,
string. That's not a number. Okay.
right, what I'm saying is, so like now that you've created John array index 1,
Mm-hmm. But
um,
technically, that's just a price. So, I don't know why we would make it into a. It's really just a string,
yes,
or
it's a
really just
string.
string to another string, or into a variable.
So now you,
So okay, we made it into a variable. Oh, okay. So all right, cool. So that is our. So all right. So the string is string 123. So we made our string with my string. So that's what we basically did with John Num. Now, okay, I see kind of what you do now. Let's
I
see.
mean, and if you want, you can create another variable and then do like number parenthesis the other variable with the array 1. So that would be like number parenthesis John var. You probably want to put variable in front of um,
Yeah,
mynum. You probably do, unless you already called it somewhere else.
nah, you're right. I didn't even
Okay.
notice.
Let's try that.
And then what's up with this type of? Let me see. I gotta see what type of means. Control F.
A type of is going to give you the number, whether if it's a number or a string. So they just put that in as like courtesy, kind of like, okay,
Kind of
well,
like just a return.
kind of like,
Okay, you have that done. Nice.
did it go through? Maybe ish.
Um. Oh, we have two more.
Shouldn't the live output do
Let me
something?
check.
I'm a shy woman.
Oh, I don't think I turned it into a number. I think we turned it into a number, but I don't think there's a number to. Well, no, it's a string, and then. Well, I guess we did it right. But I don't see.
Theoretically. Well, can we like do like a console log or something?
Let's try it out.
To see like what's on my num. Is it my num? Yeah.
Mine, it's not defined. Like since it's over here, it's not really like on the page. I guess it's not like in our console right here. Let me see though.
Oh, isn't there like a? Can we write it on the actual code, the editable code?
I wonder. Let's try it out.
Either like a console log or a return.
No, it's not showing up.
Hmm. Let's see.
But I think that's right.
I mean, in theory, it's supposed to work.
Alright, point number 5. There is a variable called total. Let's see if we can finish this in like 3 minutes. I'm trying to get you out of here so you can finish that code. There's a variable called total that is created and given a value of 0 at the top of the code. Okay, what's that? I see it. Inside the loop below number 4, we want you to add a line that adds the current item price to that total in each iteration of the loop, so that at the end of the code, the current total is printed into the invoice. You might need an assignment operator to do this. Okay, so it says there's a variable called total that is created and given a value of 0 at the top of the code. Inside the loop below column number 4, we want you to add. Sorry, I'm out of this. Close this. Add a line that adds the current item price to that total in each iteration of the loop, so that at the end of the code, the correct total is printed into the invoice. Inside the loop, we want you to add a line that adds the current item price. Okay. So I think it's like price or total equals price plus total equals price Oh, it's not gonna be price though. It's gonna be my num. Oh no! Uh-oh. I pressed the backspace and it totally...
No!
Oh, it's all there. Okay. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job.
Is it still there?
It's still there.
Woo!
So there.
Bless your heart, Mozilla.
For real.
About to
Let's see
sing
where we...
Oh my gosh.
So I think we're gonna put my num right there. Let's see. I think so. Item text equals... Is it item text? Item... Is that all I gotta change? No. So it says add a line. I would just be editing the line. Originally, that was a 0. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna put total. I want to put total times item equals price. The total times price. The total equals price times item. I don't think there's an item variable. Oh, okay, so let's see. So I did products. Total equals price. My output is so gone. Yo, this thing's not even loading anymore. I'm about to just check it. I'm about to check the solution. So let's see.
Oh, that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, this was way off. I was way off. They got the plus and equals to operators and got eyes in there. No. I'll have to review this tonight. I'll have to review this in the previous page.
Me too, when I get a chance. Hopefully during the weekend, please.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to figure out a way to record this without it interrupting my workflow.
So yeah. So you can stop recording now. But
Yeah.
how
Okay, people. Bye.
later YouTube. So how are you recording this?
No,
Like,
I'm just.
How are you like working along as you're recording?
I'm not. That's the thing.
Really?
I'm just following you, because if I do it, everybody's gonna steal my personal stuff. So.
Oh, I see.
Oh wait, how do I turn this off? Okay, bye, folks. Bye.
Yeah, I'll go.